Hi ladies, so here is the baby blanket that you've been wanting me to make and do a tutorial on. It's the heart, bobble heart and bobble bow. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so it's sewn together in panels with single crochet. I'll show you how to do that. There is a tutorial for it. The only difference with this one is it's made in panels, but we colour change when we come to the end of each of these squares. Now, it does sound complicated. Once you get into it, it'll be fairly easy. So you can write the pattern down as you go along. So basically, we start off with our heart, 6 single crochets at the bottom, 6 at the top. The bow has 5 at the bottom, 5 at the top. The heart, 6 at the bottom, 6 at the top. The bow, 5 at the bottom, 5 at the top. So what we do is we're alternating it. So we always need, so the second panel, because this has got 6 rows of single crochet at the top and bottom, we need to do 6 rows of single crochet on the top and the bottom of this bow. The heart, 5 rows of single crochet. The bow, 6 rows of single crochet, bottom and top. Then the heart, 5 rows. Then you do your next panel. So we've got 6, 6, 6. The next panel will be a white bow. So it'll be bow, art, bow, art. So we need 6 rows of single crochet on the bottom of the bow, 6 rows of single crochet on the top of the bow. We then do our heart, so we need 5 rows of single crochet, 5 rows of single crochet at the top. It's very easy to do it if you write it down, like I said. So the first panel, heart, 6 rows at the bottom, 6 rows at the top. Bow, 5 rows at the bottom, 5 rows at the top. So it's basically 6, 5, 6, 5. Obviously I'm going to go through the bobble with you as well. Next panel, 6, 5, 6, 5. Next panel, 6, 5, 6, 5. And then the panel what I'm going to be making along with you will be 6, 5, 6 and 5. So I hope you understand what I'm saying there. It's like I said, it sounds complicated, but if you just remember 6, 5, 6, 5, then when you start back down here on your second panel, you start with your bow. So it's 6 rows of single crochet, 6 rows of single crochet. Our heart on this panel will have 5, 5. The bow, 6, 6. The heart, 5 and 5. And then obviously on this row, 6, 6, 5 and 5. I'm probably making it a bit complicated. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I'm good at making blankets, but explaining it, I don't know. You'll have to leave a comment and let me know. But yeah, let's get started. So we need the white bow. Now I've wrote the patterns down. Hopefully I've wrote them down correctly so that we can all go through it together. So we need to do a chain of 30. So the white bow, we'll follow the pattern because I am actually learning this one myself. So we start off with 6 rows single crochet because that's going next to this heart, just here. Okay, so we go in the second stitch. So we need 6 rows of 29 single crochet. Chain 1 in between each row. I will do my 6 rows and then I will meet you back at the end of the 6th row. Okay, so there's our 6 rows of single crochet. So 7th row is 6 single crochet. Go straight down into that first stitch. We then need a bobble. Need 6 loops on the hook. Yarn over. Sorry, that one turned out wrong. We then need a single crochet, another bobble. This is row 7. So if you write it down as you go along, then you've got the pattern already there. You don't have to make this design blanket if you don't want to. Once you've made your bows and your hearts, you can put them in any order you want to, or you can do them in squares and then sew them up individually instead of colour changing. So you'll have the pattern for the bobble and the pattern for the art. Just remember, if you're doing the bobble and you do 6 rows at the top, 6 rows at the bottom, you need to do 6 rows on the top of the art and 6 rows on the bottom of the art. So the squares are matching, so that when you do sew them up together, they join up nicely, otherwise one will be bigger than the other. So always make sure that if you're just following this video for the bow and the heart, remember to do, so say for instance 6 at the top, 6 at the bottom on the art, 6 at the bottom of the bow, and 6 single crochet at the top of the bow, and then they'll all match up nicely. So you can either follow this design for the blanket or just make your own design. Right, row 7. Bobble. So now we need 11 single crochet. The bobble bow does take a while to make up because obviously there's more bobbles in it than what there is a heart. Then we need another bobble. single crochet, another bobble, and then 6 single crochet to finish. Chain 1, turn your work. So it should look like that at the minute. So now we're on row 8. What I'm going to do is tick them off as I go along so I know which row we're on. So row 8 is 9. Now 29 single crochet. Okay, so I shall do the 29 single crochet and meet you back at the end. So we're back at the end. Next row is row 9. We need 7 single crochet, we need a bobble, single crochet, bobble, nine single crochet, another bobble, single crochet, another bobble, and 7 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. So it should look like that in a minute. Row 10. 29 single crochet. I just want to go across some of this top row with you just to show you where to put them single crochets on these bobbles if you're not sure. So here's your stitch before the bobble. Always make sure you go in there. That's your 7th stitch. Now your single crochet at the back of the bobble is just, so it's at the back, just there, it's like a V shape, 2 stitches. Just put your hook in there and that's where you do your single crochet. Always remember to do your single crochet in between each bobble as well, otherwise you will lose stitches and the pattern won't turn out. Okay, so I'll finish this row and meet you back on the next row. Okay, so we are now on the next row, which is row 11. We need 8 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. We need, next stitch is a bobble. Single crochet, bobble. Like I say, this bobble art, bobble bow just take a while to make up because there's lots more bobbles in it than what there is the heart. Now we need 7 single crochet. Bobble. Single crochet, bobble, then we finish off with 8 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. So it should look something like that now. Row 12, 29 single crochet. I'll meet you on the next row. So now we are now on row 13, which is 9 single crochet. So I've got a knot in my work. Then it is a bobble, single crochet and a bobble. So bobble, single crochet, bobble. Then it's 5 single crochet. Then it's a bobble, single crochet, bobble again. So bobble, single crochet, bobble. Then it is 9 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, so it should look like this now. Row 14, 29 single crochet. So I will do that and then meet you back at the end. Now we are on row 15, which is 10 single crochet. I do 10 there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Then it's a bobble, single crochet, bobble. So do our first bobble. Next bobble. then it is 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, then bobble, single crochet, bobble. So there's our next, well, should I say first bobble, single crochet, our second bobble, and then we need 10 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. It should look like that now. In a minute. Row 16, 29 single crochet. So I shall do that, meet you back at the beginning. Okay, row 17, 11 single crochet, then it's a bobble, single crochet, bobble again. So there's our first bobble, single crochet, second bobble, bobble, single crochet, bobble. Actually, this row has got 4 bobbles continuously, so it's another single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this bow design myself, so I've had to write the pattern down, where the art bobble is stuck in my head because I've done so many of them. So 4 bobbles, then 11 single crochet, chain 1, turn your work. So now it should look like this. So we are up to just here at the minute, this row of 4. So next row, row 18, 29 single crochet. So that's that row of single crochet done. We are now on row 19, which is 8 single crochet, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is this row. Don't know if you can see it. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bubbles. So do our first bubble, put single crochet in between each bubble, second bubble, single crochet, bubble, let's pull some yarn. Single crochet, bubble, single crochet, bubble, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, bubble, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet, and our last bubble. Then we finish off with 8 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work, so it should look like that now. So we've just done this row here of these 7 bubbles. Next row is row 20, 29 single crochet. So I'll do that row and meet you back on the next row. Okay, we are now on row 21. 6 single crochet, need a bobble, single crochet, bobble. So there's our first bobble. Single crochet, bobble. Then we need 3 single crochet. Like I said, I have to keep going back to the book myself to read the pattern. 3 single crochet, 3 single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble. So we now do our first bobble, single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble, three single crochet, bobble, single crochet, and another bobble. Finish off 6 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. So it should look like this now, which is this row. Okay, so now we are on row 22, which is another 29 single crochet. I'll meet you back on the next row. Okay, so we're now on row 23, which is 5 single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble. Then we need 6 single crochets. A bobble, six more single crochet, sorry about that, to put on pause for a second. Okay, so we are now on our next bobble, single crochet, bobble, and we finish off 5 single crochet. Chain 1, turn your work. So it should look like this now. So we are on the blanket, we are on this row just here with the 1 single bobble in the middle. So row 24, 29 single crochet. I'll do that and meet you back on the next row. Okay, so we are now on row 25, which is 5 single crochet, a bobble, single crochet, bobble. Then we do 5 more single crochet, then a bobble, single crochet and a bobble. So first bobble, single crochet, bobble, five more single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble. Finish off, 5 single crochet, chain 1, turn your work. So that is what it looks like so far. So we are on this row. Okay, so row 26, 29 single crochet. I'll meet you on the next row. So this is the last row of the bobble. This is row 27. We need 7 single crochet, a bobble, single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble. Then we need 5 single crochet, and a bobble, single crochet, bobble, single crochet, bobble, oops,
no.
then we need 7 single crochet.
Part 4.
So that is the last row of the bobbles. Here's your bow. This is what we've just made. So you should have it looking like this. Now we finished this off with 6 rows of single crochet at the top, because then that, when I join it onto, I make this panel here, will match this art. So to have 6 rows of single crochet at the bottom, we'll have the bow, 6 rows of single crochet at the top. Then next we will be making the art. That will go here. That will have 5 rows of single crochet at the bottom. We do the bobble art, 5 rows of single crochet at the top. We do another bow, 6 rows of single crochet at the bottom. The bow, 6 rows of single crochet at the top. And then we finish off with the heart at the top here. So basically what the row we are doing is the middle row. Which is this row. So we've just done this bobble bow, then it'll be the bobble art, bobble bow, bobble art. So if you make that panel, you can use that as your starting panel if you'd like. And then you do your pink next to it, which will be 6 rows at the bottom, 6 rows at the top. You then do your bow, 5 rows at the bottom, 5 rows at the top. So if you just remember 6 5 6 5 going up, then the blanket's very easy to make. Okay, so I'm going to do the last 6 rows of single crochet, and I'll meet you back at the end. So bobble bow, sorry, is finished. It should look like that. So rows, when we do our last rows of the bobble, we do 6 rows of single crochet. So row 27 was the last row of the bobble. 28 through to 33 is 29 single crochet. So basically we could class this as, because this is going to go at the beginning just there of the baby blanket, so it's going to be the first panel. Let's see if I can get that in view. So we have done his bow. So the pattern is, if you start off and class this as your first panel, 6 rows of single crochet, you follow the pattern for the bow, 6 rows of single crochet. Here we will do the bobble art in pink. That will have 5 rows of single crochet. You follow the pattern for the art, which is all exactly the same. There's no different pattern for the bobble art. It's all got the same stitches. We do 5 rows at the bottom, 5 rows at the top. Then you come to the pink heart again up here. So then we will do another bow. 6 rows at the bottom, 6 rows at the top. Then we come to the very top. So just here we will have a pink bobble heart. 5 single crochet rows at the bottom. Follow the pattern for the bobble. 5 single crochet rows at the top. So the first panel will consist of 6, 5, 6 and 5, as in the rows for the top and the bottom of each square, if that makes sense. So your second panel would be this panel, which is your bobble art. At the bottom, 6 rows of single crochet, 6 rows of single crochet. Then your bobble bow on this row, exactly the same pattern, but instead of putting 6 rows, we put 5 rows. 5 rows at the bottom, 5 rows at the top. The heart, 6 rows at the bottom, 6 rows at the top. Your bow on top, 5 rows at the bottom, 5 rows at the top. Your third panel will be a repeat of the first panel. So 6 rows of single crochet, your bow, your heart, which will have 5 rows, 5 rows, your bobble bow, 6 single crochets, 6 rows of single crochets, your bobble art, 5 rows of single crochet, 5 rows of single crochet. Your last panel, your pink bobble art again, which will be 6 rows of single crochet. You follow the pattern for the bobble art, and then 6 rows of single crochet. Then we do the bow, follow the pattern for the bow, but we do 5 rows of single crochet, 5 rows of single crochet. Then we do the bobble heart, and then the bobble bow again. So I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions or you're not sure of anything, just put them in the comment boxes down below and I will help you. If you're not sure of anything, I'll do a cool video to show you and explain. So now I'm going to start the pink bobble heart. I'm going to show you how to colour change. If you don't know how to colour change, if you do, that's great. It's very easy. So I tied this off. So we'll just undo this last stitch. So we go into the last stitch, pull the yarn through, so we've got 2 loops on the hook. We get our next colour, just wrap it around the hook, take your 2 loops of white off, just pull them down to the side, pull it a little bit tight, chain 1, turn your work, sorry I've got that mixed up. So we've done our chain 1. We then go back down into that very single crochet. And then we do 5 rows of single crochet in the pink. What I do is, to make sure they're nice and tight now, just pull them ends together, just tie them in a little knot like that, just so they stay in place. So I'll follow this row along with yourselves. I think I'm going to have to do this in 2 parts because the bobble art will take another hour, so that means this tutorial alone would have took nearly trying to see what we're on. Two hours, I think it's saying. Stuff a lot. So just follow it along. We do 5 rows. So you can class this as your first panel. I don't really want to make it 2 hours long because I don't think a lot of people will watch it. So okay, we chain 1. I'll do the next row and just show you how you go into the last stitch, which we colour changed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 7, 8. Then we come to this last stitch. Just put your hook in. Make sure they're tight. And there we go. That is how you colour change. If anybody knows how to do it easier, please drop a link. So I'm thinking whether to continue this bobble art, but then it's going to be a 2-hour video, or whether I should stop and then restart again tomorrow from where we left off. Okay, so I'm going to do the 5 rows of single crochet in the pink, which will be here, until we get to the bobble, and then I'm going to decide what to do. So there's the 5 rows of single crochet, which is going to be the bobble art. So that lines up with that. So we've got the bow, 6 rows of single crochet at the top, 6 rows of single crochet at the bottom. The heart next to it is 6 rows of single crochet at the top, 6 rows of single crochet at the bottom. So the heart at the top of this bow, I have 5 rows of single crochet and 5 at the top. Then you repeat the bow pattern again, exactly the same as what I've done. You follow the bow, 6 rows at the top, 6 rows at the bottom. Then we come to the last heart, which will be 5 single crochet rows at the bottom, 5 at the top. But then we alternate on your second panel. So your heart, instead of having 5 rows of single crochet, I'd have 6 at the bottom, 6 at the top. Your bow will have 5 at the bottom and 5 at the top, where on this row it has 6. So you just remember 6, 5, 6, 5. So if you wrote that down in a pattern, you could write first bow, follow pattern for bow, 6 single crochet rows at bottom, 6 single crochet rows at top. Follow pattern for bobble art, 5 rows at the bottom, 5 rows at the top. Second bow, 6 single crochet rows, follow the pattern for the bow, 6 rows at the top. And then you'd finish off with your heart up here. So 5 single rows of single crochet, follow your bobble art, 5 at the top. So it's always 6, 5, 6, 5 for your single rows at the top and bottom. So I hope that makes sense. So I don't have to stop here or carry on, otherwise the video is going to be about 2 hours long. I think I'm going to stop here, upload this video, then tomorrow I will continue to make the bobble art. I will then join it again with the bow and then join it again with the top heart, and I will show you how to join together with a single crochet going all the way up like these ones. So I hope that didn't sound too complicated, but if you look, it is worth the time and effort that actually goes into it. And once the border's on, it'll look really, really nice. Okay, so I am going to stop here and I will continue tomorrow with the heart. Yeah, the heart bobble art is in another one of my tutorials. Exactly the same pattern. You've got to make sure if you do follow it off somebody else's page, some arts are made smaller than mine. So mine have got 15 bubbles either side. So 30 in all. Some do them with 14 either side or smaller. So this one is made with 15 bubbles either side. That's the bobble art that I like to do. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Any comments, short of anything, just drop them down in the comment box and I will get back to you. Okay, thank you. Bye.